Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight, our analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the Sacramento Kings. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Paul George out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Marc Gasol, and it's Jones in a two-guard.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Jones. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Davis a screen. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Into the lane. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Moncrief. George defending. Moncrief, the pass to Durant. Knocked loose. Back come the Spurs in transition. Jones feels it out. It's hauled in by Thurman. Here's Moncrief. George defending. Pass to Bowen. This one for three. And the three-pointer goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. Outside Jones. Three-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Here's Moncrief. Here's Bowen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Moncrief. And George with some nice D. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:33 left in the first quarter. From the wing. And it falls all over the rim and in. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, yeah, I was able to talk with Sacramento's head coach. And the point of emphasis of the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And that misses. That would have put him up. Left side Durant. Oh, George with a steal. Outside Davis. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bowen passes to Durant. Knocks it down from distance. Durant's got 5 now.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
Outside Davis. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. George's shot is off. Durant looking around. Off target from outside. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Kings ahead, leading by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Bowen in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Moncrief. George defending. Durant against Jones. Here's Moncrief. No made baskets yet. Here's Thurman. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
George outside. On the wing, Davis. George outside. Pass to Gasol. Here's SGA. No one on him. Makes an easy one.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Bowen passes to Moncrief. That three's off the mark. And Davis has got the ball here for San Antonio. From 11 feet away, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Davis has got his first points of the game.
This is what Davis does, people. He has a wide variety of ways to score. Very few bigs can handle like that.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Moncrief. Durant for 3. Gasol grabs the board. George outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to George for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. A minute 58 left in the second. Here's Bowen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Mobley passes to Moncrief. Back to Mobley. Jones against Durant. Will it go? Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Minute 32 left in the first half. There's a screen. Clock at 6. With the clock winding down, Gasol grabs the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Mobley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Gasol. George for 3. The shot no good. Kings trail by 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Mobley outside. 46 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Moncrief. Here's Thurman. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
George outside from the arc. He buries it from 3. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bowen passes to Moncrief. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. George finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Durant with it. From deep three-point land. No good on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first half. It's the Spurs up by 6. And we'll return shortly.
18.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
On the court for San Antonio, we've got Davis. He's out there with Marc Gasol. George out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Durant. Here's Moncrief. Mobley outside. Stolen by Davis. Pass to George. Outside Davis. And there's the lob. And George with the jam.
And look at George going off on the defense, putting them to shame with the alley-oop jam.
Here's Bowen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Moncrief. He's scoreless. 5 to shoot. Mobley finds Durant. Over Jones. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. George outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jones. Pulls up on the wing. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Here's Moncrief. Lets the three fly, and another Sacramento three.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
A minute and a half left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to George. And there's a 3-second violation. Timeout called, Sacramento. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Durant's shot is off.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Davis. Pass to George. 4-3. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Yeah, it seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Durant, the pass to Moncrief. Here's Bowen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Mobley against Davis. Clock at 4. Durant has the open look. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter. San Antonio leading by 5. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Davis, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Kings. fires from way outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Spurs leading by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Durant. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Thurman in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Mobley outside. Pass to Moncrief. Mobley, a screen on George. Back to Mobley. Stolen by Davis. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. George passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Jones. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. And San Antonio leads by 7.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jones. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Sacramento. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Durant for 3. Drains the triple.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Davis. George for 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Thurman's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Kings trailing. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Durant, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to George. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Bowen passes to Durant. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Third. And that one is stuffed right through.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A minute 20 left to play in the fourth. That one's home. Still out of sync. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field. Pass to Bowen to take the lead. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
At the line for your Kings, Bruce Bowen, taking 3 shots.
And that will not go for him, but he does have 2 more to shoot. And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots is offline. 1 to go. And he finally gets 1 to drop after missing the first 2. And that gives him a lead.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he buries it.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Timeout call, Sacramento. There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter. Durant against Jones. To the middle. Money!
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
It's time. Let's get it. If you see yourself up on that big screen, then you know what to do. Show us those dance moves. Come on.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mobley against Davis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Gasol the screen. The three, George. It's hauled in by Thurman.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Jones from outside. And it's in. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Timeout call, Sacramento.
Please welcome to the floor, your number 6 crew.
Let's 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Durant. Here's Mobley. Right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got Mobley, and it's Thurman in at the center position. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Durant against Jones. Durant, pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, double team. There's the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Thurman's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Moncrief, down low. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Spurs on D. Up top, Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Thurman. Up and over Gasol. Rebound San Antonio. 1 minute left in overtime. Here's Davis. Mobley grabs the board.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
On the wing, Durant, defended by Jones. Here's Moncrief. Second chance shot, and it's good.
That's a blue-collar. Right there, grown man basket, put in the work, got a second chance to score.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
If there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio again missing.
When he's got the ball, those inside looks are usually money. Despite the miss, they should keep going with that.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. 23 seconds left in the OT period. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Jones from outside. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings them within 1.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Third team. For 2.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 seconds left to play in overtime. On the wing, Jones. Can't get the 3 to fall.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Evan Mobley taking 2.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
So it's the Kings taking the W at a close one. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought, but when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying...
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It's the Sacramento Kings and the Sacramento Kings. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got Durant. Evan Mobley is out there with Moncrief. Then it's Bowen. And it's Thurman in at the 5 down low.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Thompson passes to Karolinko. Pass to Thompson. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of this game. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Rick Adelman for a minute. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now here is Moncrief. Here's Thurman. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Karolinko dishes to Thompson. Back to Karolinko. Pass to Thompson from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And finished off by Katie.
Yeah, that's the size and reach of Kevin Durant at the rim. Yes, sir.
And here are the Kings now. Sacramento making their last shot. And a wide open look for Karolinko. Good on the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here's Moncrief. After Karolinko just buried a 3. Durant, and then...
joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. It's the Sacramento Kings and the Sacramento Kings. Now let's take a look at the Kings opening lineup. They've got Kevin Durant, and it's Bowen in at the 1. Pass to Chamberlain. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Moncrief. Here's Bowen, defended by Thompson. Mobley outside. To the inside. Nice D from Thompson.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Thompson passes to Thompson. Back to Thompson. Here's Chamberlain. Shoots over Durant. Pass to Kirilenko. Pure from three-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Durant against Thompson. Here's Bowen. Back to Durant. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Kirilenko. They set a pick. To the paint. It's intercepted. Here's Bowen.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Thompson passes to Kirilenko.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Thompson. The three is up. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Moncrief, the pass to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Chamberlain passes to Thompson. There's a screen. Outside Butler from behind the arc. On target from range.
Well, Jimmy Butler's 3-ball is just going to extend that defense, and now he's going to make plays inside.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Moncrief. Butler covering. Hammers the lob through.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Thompson passes to Chamberlain. It's hauled in by Thurman. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Takes it inside. Moncrief, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Kings. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Kirilenko. Takes a 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Kirilenko's got 6.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Durant looking around. 1 second left. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the first quarter. Sacramento on top. They lead by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the up. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Kings trail by 7. They've got Thompson. He's out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's Chamberlain. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. Second chance effort. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he sinks the second. Here's Bowen, still without a bucket. Pass to Moncrief. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Mobley, a screen on Butler. Back to Mobley, 6 to shoot, and Mobley throws it down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Thompson outside, launches a 3, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Mobley outside, pass to Bowen. Back to Mobley. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. Here's Thompson. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Kirilenko, covered by Mobley. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Bowen passes to Mobley. Durant against Thompson. Back to Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Bowen. Here's Durant. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Because of the physical skills and the versatile approach, it's hard not to run plays through Durant pretty much every time down the floor.
Thompson passes to Thompson. No good from outside. The Kings trailing. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Durant. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so here's Sacramento. Thompson with it. Pass to Chamberlain. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. He's made one and missed one so far at the line.
At the line for your Kings, Will Chamberlain, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Durant. Pass to Bowen. Back to Durant. Wing shot on the way. That one goes. Count it. Durant's got 6. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Kings. Inside. Here's Butler. Butler. He's too much close to the rim.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Here's Moncrief. Butler covering. Pass to Moncrief. The three. Rebound by Sacramento. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Thompson passes to Kirilenko. Thompson with it. 12 seconds left in the second. 5 on the clock. Off target at the rim.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Kings on top. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so in the game for the Kings, we've got Mobley, and it's Moncrief in at the 3. And he's going for the oop here, and Mobley throws it down.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. The Kings leading. Now here's Thompson. Pass to Chamberlain. Thompson outside. And there's a pick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Chamberlain. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Right side Durant. Thompson with a steal. Back come the Kings in transition. Oh, Clay takes the contact and finishes.
I mean, he can just put in difficult shots from time to time, not affected at all by the contact.
Mobley outside. Pass to Moncrief. Back to Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up top Durant. Defended by Thompson.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Butler passes to Thompson. Here's Chamberlain, guarded by Durant. Pass to Thompson. Here's Kirilenko. 6 points for him. Takes a 13-footer. Count it. Good. And it's a 7-point Kings lead.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
A minute 58 left in the third. Here's Bowen, defended by Thompson. Mobley outside. 6 on the shot clock. Durant for 3. Sacramento again missing. The Kings lead by 7. Kirilenko passes to Butler. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Yeah, you look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw no good.
When you think of Jimmy Butler, his work ethic comes to mind. Notably how hungry he is to win at all costs.
He hits the second from the line. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Durant. Shoots over Thompson. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Pass to Bowen. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. A chance here to extend the lead to double digits.
And that would really give them a comfortable cushion.
Butler passes to Chamberlain. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Chamberlain controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
Mobley outside. Pass to Durant. Looking to get it going. And it's Kirilenko with a rebound.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
Here's Chamberlain, covered by Mobley. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Mobley, a screen on Thompson, down low. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Durant. Mobley's got 4 points this quarter. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Sacramento on top. They're up by 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. We've got Jimmy Butler. Klay Thompson is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Pass to Butler. And there's the screen to the paint. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, that's how you execute a pick and roll. Jimmy Butler just toying with the defense and waiting for the opening.
Kings trail by 12. Mobley outside. Thompson against Durant. Here's Moncrief. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Durant. 3-pointer. The shot no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Thompson with a screen. Here's Butler. Nice D from Durant.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted. And say what you will about the value of the 3-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Thompson. He's closely guarded. And here's Butler outside. It's hauled in by Thurman. Thurman's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bowen passes to Durant. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Look at KD mid-range jumper. It's automatic.
Now here's Thompson, guarded closely. To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He is the story for them offensively, and a big reason why they're ahead.
Durant against Thompson. Now here's Durant, tightly guarded. Oh, KD from downtown.
Yeah, pull out your dictionary, look up the term pure scorer. You might see a picture of one Kevin Durant.
Thompson passes to Thompson. Here's Kirilenko. Pass to Thompson. He's off on that one. Kings trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Sacramento leading by 7. To the middle. Stolen by Mobley. Bowen passes to Durant. Over Butler. He connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in the clutch moment.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Kings, Amen Thompson. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
And he does get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Timeout called. Sacramento. Three seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Mobley up top. Pass to Bowen. Now Durant. Shoots from 12. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. Mobley outside, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Here's Thompson, and an intentional foul right there.
Here's Bowen. Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Sacramento, Amen Thompson, taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so Durant will bring it up for Sacramento. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. From deep, Mobley. Chamberlain pulls it in. So the Kings win it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And time now for our player of the game.